Okay, this is the Board of Assessors Zoom meeting for February 8th, 2022. Officially open the meeting at 3:01 p.m. And we're going to take a roll call. Donna Burton, Chair.
Michael Saltzman, member.
Josh Gendron, member.
Chelsea Admin.
Okay. We have a meeting agenda in front of us. Everybody got the meeting agenda? Maybe except for Josh.
I
believe
reviewed
so.
it.
Okay. So do we approve what's on the agenda?
Yes.
Okay. Josh?
Yes.
Okay. All right, minutes from last meeting. Did anybody see those?
I believe I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's take a vote on approval or disapproval. I approve the minutes for January 20th.
I second.
Approve.
Okay, all in favor. Meeting
Aye.
minutes passed for January 20th. Next thing is total motor vehicle abatement report for January, Chelsea.
Yes, they are posted in January. So I have for fiscal 2020, I have one that I was that I abated for 117.98. For 2021, I have 11 in the amount of 832.01 for motor vehicle.
Okay. Okay, we'll take a vote to approve the motor vehicle abatements as presented. Michael?
I vote yes.
Okay.
I
Josh?
vote yes.
Okay, and myself approve. Donna Burton approve. So those pass. The next thing is vote.
So, well, the next, I put them together with motor vehicle.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get to boat. So I have the warning commitments for the first warning commitment for 2022, which is 2022-01, and then I have the last for 21, which is 2020-06. For 2020-01, the amount that was issued or tax was 6,381, and then for 2021 that was 4,000. Oh, I'm sorry, for 2022 it wasn't the 6,000. That was the amount of abatements. The total tax was $744,514.87.
Okay.
I have the warning commitments for that. And then I have for 2021-06 would be 4,656.99.
Okay, so that's commitments for motor vehicle.
Yeah, so I in the little list that I sent everybody, I put the back pages to show the numbers for the warning commitments.
Okay.
What those numbers are.
So we approve the commitment, the 01 commitment for motor vehicle for 2022 and 06 commitment for 2021.
I approve.
Approve.
Okay. Chelsea will be in to sign.
Then the last thing to sign is both, and I only have one that was for $4.
Okay. Was that an error or something?
So it was an error based on the work file that we received. It was committed in error.
Okay.
I think they sold the boat in 2020.
Okay, approve that abatement for the boat.
I approve.
Approve.
Okay. Are we all done with those abatements, Chelsea?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the next thing is, did we receive any real estate and personal property abatements?
Mhm.
Okay. Michael, I assume you probably haven't had a chance to go through any of them?
Just to look at them, not to actually work them up or anything. Yeah.
Okay. And I see that there's one town admin abatement.
Yes.
Okay.
What
can
did
you-
what did we end up with for the year?
6 total.
That's
6
very
total?
good. That
That
is
is
very good.
that's superlative.
And no
I just-
personal
wow.
property yet.
Wow.
Which is
That
a
is-
little surprising because I've just been following an email chain among other assessors about all of the abatements that the utilities have filed.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, we got to keep an eye out in case one shows up with the right postmark on it. But
Mhm.
at this point, none of the utilities have filed here. So
Right.
that's
Wow.
good.
Yeah,
That
I
is
haven't
impressive.
seen anything. I get that
Excellent.
email too, Mike.
Yeah, I figured.
I was gonna reply to it saying that we didn't have anything, but I don't want to answer too soon, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Because other people are chiming in. Oh, we thought we didn't have any. And now one showed up with the postmark before the first. So
Yeah. So
We'll
we'll
just-
have to wait.
wait until next time.
Yeah. Okay, so, have you had a chance to look at the admin one?
I believe I did, if I remember correctly. I reviewed this one and determined that we should do it, but I figured we just vote on it at the next meeting.
Okay,
Along with
can-
all the others, so that we
yep,
don't-
we can table it all for our next meeting, which will be, what, March 8th?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
same time, 3 o'clock.
Are
Yep.
the meetings
Okay.
gonna be via Zoom now?
Our next meeting, it may depend, it could be Zoom or it's a choice. If you wanted to do in-house, that's fine. If you want it to be Zoom, that's also fine. So I guess it would be up to us, because there are some boards that are not doing Zoom meetings. You know, like a couple of them in town that aren't doing Zoom. So,
It doesn't really matter to me. I would just make sure that we put on the agenda that we want to be able to go into executive session to deal with abatements, because I imagine those will be ready to go by the next meeting. So
okay,
that's the only thing I would say, is make sure we have that language on, but Zoom is
Okay.
fine, in person's fine.
yeah, executive would only be if we're mentioning people's names and or their address, right?
Right, or their financial information, anything that they submit on the abatement application itself.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the abatements granted are public, but the discussion of the individual stuff, details is what is
Okay,
considered private.
okay. Okay, so, yeah, Chelsea, if we could put that clause on there to discuss. Okay, so if that's it,
Oh, just the last thing, we received 3 late filings for the statutory exemptions that have been both put into Vadar and Vision, and I have the report to be signed by the board for Julie.
okay, so.
All of them
exemption-
were, yeah, all of them were veterans.
Okay, all right, and they were all here.
Yep.
Before July 1st,
Yes,
okay. All right, so, do we know what code they would be under, or are we gonna discuss them too, for the next meeting?
Well, they are attached to the end of the meeting documents. So we have 2 clause 22s and 1 22E.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I think it's the last page.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Wait a minute. So this one of them is at 27 Main Street.
Yes, so I had mentioned that to Sarah. That it's not in the correct name, but it has a correct address. That in fact is the correct, it's, the correct owner is in the property, but this hasn't been since 2020. So it's an
So
error.
the name hasn't changed since 2020?
No, I need to get in contact with Vader and Vision to see why. Because it wasn't
Okay.
entered late or anything, because he's owned this property since 2020.
Okay,
But we verified with the deed and everything, and she made a note. He does get his exemption that it's gonna go in his name.
okay.
Yeah, that parcel is
I was
actually
just saying,
27.
being a company, they're not eligible.
Yeah,
Oh.
I see that there are actually 2 deeds that just never showed up. It seems like the current owner is eligible and it's,
Was that property split?
no, this is actually 27. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. it
Yeah, it's
says
27
20
Main, and that's different from the Right Property Investments, which is at
Okay.
41 Main.
Okay,
So the actual address is 27 Main, and it's just a house.
okay,
But-
so there was an error.
But so it was sold in 2021 to an individual,
Mhm.
and that doesn't seem to be showing up yet.
So it was sold in 2021?
February 4th of 2021.
Okay. Maybe it didn't show up. Did you do the final taking people over from December?
Yes, I bet that's why it's not in Vadar, because we would have had to keep the January 1st, 2021 owner in Vadar. So I bet,
Yeah, but Vision, you can change the ownership in
Yep.
Vision.
and
Yeah.
it is current in Vision.
Oh,
Okay.
so I'm sorry, I did talk to Vader about this, and it was because of the January 1st bylaw. And I
Right.
told
so
Sarah that, and
It'll show up on on the tax side.
it's
for
gonna
next
show
year.
up this. Yeah,
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
but she was made aware of it, and I got confirmation from Lee the other day. I'm sorry, I
Okay.
blanked on that. Yeah,
Okay, all right. So we'll approve the 3 veterans then that are presented.
Yes, I approve.
Approved.
John? All in favor? Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
okay, pass. Any other business, Josie?
not that I can think of.
Okay, Mike, any updates?
Nothing we haven't already covered. I'm currently working on getting the 2021 map changes off to CAI,
Okay,
and just had a talk with Brian about what the new Vision contract is going to be now that we're doing the web hosting of the Vision data.
mhm,
So he'll have that for next year's budget, and going to be working on these 6 abatements.
okay. So is it, I have only received like for the contract for the mapping with cartographics.
I just
Mhm.
actually reached out to Vision today to ask for their 2023 number.
Mhm.
I know the web hosting is going to be 3,500 because that was in the contract that we signed for the upgrade last summer.
Mhm.
but I need the new maintenance number. And I think they actually have already emailed it back to me. So I was going to pass that along.
Okay, because I didn't know if we were gonna have cartographic still do stuff or no. Besides
The
mapping.
cartographics is going to do what they've already been doing. It's just renewing what they're already doing. They're not doing anything new.
Okay, okay,
Although there may be something coming from the building department and other departments trying to have a redo of our maps done, but that's a
if they want to pay for it,
multi-year,
if they
yeah,
want to
that's a
pay for it.
multi-year process with a big budget. So
Yeah.
they're trying to figure out, but I get so many complaints about our maps that I think it's only a matter of time before they decide
Yeah,
to
but
pull the trigger.
what we used to tell people is, you know, the maps are not surveyed unless somebody has done a survey.
Yep.
They did do an aerial back in 1997, and we had nothing else since then. So we're just working on for what we can with the best data that we have.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, and I explain that all the time. And it's, I mean, it is what it is, but
Right.
it's something that they would like to be able to fix in the
Mhm.
future. It's just a matter of it's going to be expensive because it's
Yep.
a lot of work on CAI's part to go through every map and parcel and go through all the documents and build it
Yeah.
from scratch, basically.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for now, it is what it
Maybe we
is.
can get a grant to do it.
I think that was one of the ideas, was to try and use some grant money, because there is grant money out there that can be
Mhm.
used for stuff like this. So we'll see what they can do.
Yeah, okay. Josh, anything?
No, not at this time.
Okay. Well, if we're all set, I say we adjourn the meeting. It's 3:18, 3:19.
All right.
Adjourn? Okay.
Adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.